the response times for both acceleration and retardation. In addition, it has a higher center of gravity, so it's always recommended that speed be adapted before entering a sharp curve. It's also recommended that you pay attention to the behavior of the trailer in rough terrain, as trailer movements are not transmitted to the cab. To maintain a high level of safety on your worksite, it's important to maintain haul roads and improve ground stability at dump sites. Arrange meeting places, lights, stop signs, and warning signs for low bridges or cables. The dump lever has 3 positions. The hold position keeps the dump body still. Pull the lever back for dumping. The body up indicator shows when the body no longer rests on the frame. The maximum dump angle can be set on the Kontronix display, which can be used to restrict the maximum machine height. Push the lever forward for lowering. If pushed to its far end, a magnet will hold the lever for detent lowering until the body is down. When positioning the articulated hauler for dumping, always check the ground stability and the area behind the machine. It's important to position the hauler straight and level as the center of gravity changes when the body rises. A backup camera improves visibility. Use the load and dump brake to automatically apply the brakes and shift the transmission into neutral. Move the dump lever to the dumping position to raise the body and increase the engine RPM to speed up dumping if necessary. When dumping is completed, move the gear selector to the D position, and the load and dump brake system will disengage automatically, releasing the brakes. Make sure you lower the body as soon as possible to avoid getting caught in low-hanging cables or low bridges. This workflow will maximize ergonomics, enhance productivity and safety. With a Volvo hauler, it's easy to dump over an edge. The body design improves the ejection of the material out past the edge. Don't back up too far. The rear axle must not go over the edge. When stockpiling, position the machine straight and level close to the previous pile. Before lowering the body, move the gear selector to the D position. This will allow the machine to be pushed forward by the material, forming a nice pile. Use the brake pedal to control the speed of the machine. A tailgate increases the body volume and is very useful when transporting loose materials. Make sure that there are no large boulders or tree stumps that may get stuck in the tailgate opening when dumping. Use the service brake pedal when stopping the machine. The accelerator pedal is located to the right. The all diff lock button is located on the floor. The left instrument panel includes switches for headlights, work lights, and rotating beacon, as well as the controls for climate control. The center instrument panel includes the warning lights, tachometer, speedometer, Kontronix display, gauges for brake pressure, oil temperature, and fuel. It's important to know that there are 2 warning levels, yellow and red central warning. The yellow warning means that the cause must be investigated when the machine next stops. The red warning means that the machine must be stopped immediately and the cause investigated. Do not attempt to operate the hauler until the problem is solved. The user-friendly Kontronix system provides simple and easy-to-understand information. All vital machine functions are constantly monitored, and specific system data is displayed if a problem occurs. The Kontronix display gives the operator information about the engine, transmission, hydraulics, brakes, electrical system, service, and warnings. The Kontronik system registers and saves operating data during the work cycle, including fuel consumption, speed, gradient, cycle count, and distance in real time. The keypad is used when navigating between the different screens in the information structure. Below, you'll find the hazard flashes and switches for specific functions and options that might vary. For instance, the regeneration and the full suspension system switches. If a dangerous situation occurs and the engine has to be stopped immediately and unconditionally, press the Engine Emergency Stop button. Use only while standing still. The ignition has 4 positions: the turn-off position, radio position, running position, and starting position. The right control panel has switches for exhaust retarder and gear shift inhibitor, a gear selector and the dump lever, the load and dump button, and finally, the parking brake switch. Make sure to always apply the parking brake before leaving the machine. Before you start the machine, you should always carry out a pre-check of the hauler. This is important for safety. If you need to work under a raised body, secure the body by applying the body safety lock. If the body is up, make sure that the dump body lock is disconnected before lowering the body. Never start the machine if the steering wheel has a red tag. This indicates that a service job is being carried out on the machine. Contact the service personnel responsible for the job. The lockable front grille with swing-down steps provides easy access to the front-mounted oil filters. The hood opens 90 degrees and provides easy access to the entire engine compartment and engine-related components. It's hydraulically opened, either by an electric or manual pump. Never enter the engine compartment while the engine is running. Be aware of hot areas in the engine compartment. Engine oil, hydraulic oil, and fuel drains are located for easy access using the drain hose, without the need to open any panels or hoods. As one of the world's biggest manufacturers of construction equipment, Volvo bears a clear responsibility for reducing the environmental impact of its products. At Volvo Construction Equipment, technological development has always taken place with environmental care. Our most important task during the coming years is to create even more environmentally friendly manufacturing processes and products. Our goal is to maximize productivity and efficiency at the lowest possible cost and minimal environmental impact. To achieve this goal, we strive for a holistic view, continuous improvement, technical development, and efficient resource utilization. After all, our business is not just about taking care of our customers, it's about taking care of our world as well. Here are some suggestions how you can contribute to save the environment and money. It's important to always carry out scheduled service and maintenance on the machines. Check tire pressure. Use specified oils and original spare parts. Always plan your operation. While operating the hauler, remember to adapt the speed so you don't have to wait for the hauler in front of you to be loaded. Avoid unnecessary braking. Don't overload the hauler. Don't leave the engine running when not in use. Release the throttle pedal when running downhill. And finally, use the retarder for planned speed reduction. All these measures will lower the fuel consumption and thereby save the environment and money. Be conscious of the environment when performing service and maintenance. When draining, oils and liquids should always be collected in suitable containers to avoid spills. Oil and other fluids are harmful to the environment, and if released into the environment, they will cause damage. Used filters should be drained of all liquid before they're discarded as waste. Used batteries should be handled as waste harmful to the environment. Consumables such as rags, gloves, and bottles may also be contaminated with oils and fluids. They too should be regarded as waste harmful to the environment. What is common to all harmful waste is that it should be handed over to a treatment and disposal company approved by the authorities.